And all he did was he pulled his trousers up, bent over, and said, "May that be a lesson to you."
You never did. Fuck my life.
Sorry, guys. You should have heard the first part. This doesn't make sense, but
What? Sorry, what? We're live? What?
yeah, what?
Oh, I'm
Hello.
sorry. I didn't see you there.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Wait, guys. Phil is even alive, or I mean, awake.
It is. Good
Hi,
evening,
Phil.
good evening, good evening. Welcome to Vape Talk UK, episode 305. And I think we're about, 5-6 years, if not more, into this now?
Oh, wait.
Almost 6. I think it was May 16.
Something like that. And I'm about to hand over the reins to Chandler, because obviously...
Only because you're going on holiday.
I'm going on holiday, and we need to carry on streaming whilst I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
So Chandler's going to stream whilst I'm away, and hopefully, touch wood, I'll be able to join in from the States. But we'll wait and see. Let's do some call-outs. Good evening, Simon. Good evening. Good to see you. Mr. Intense. Howdy. Gareth, good to see you over on Twitch. Vapor Queen Becky, good evening over on the YouTubes. Jay, as always, nice to see you. Mr. Ant, howdy. Chandler, you're already there. I saw Mr. Ben Vapes say hello earlier on. Good evening. Just Josh. Good evening. Now, those of you that are on YouTube, you can come over, if you wish, to the Twitch, which is...
almost...
There's more people over on Twitch than there is on YouTube, but we're more than happy for you to be on Twitch.
You can come to Twitch.
We still see everything, and we still respond to everyone. So
You do?
yeah. So as Chandler just said, what's everyone vaping on? What are you vaping on, guys?
We're not going to do anything tonight. You're just going to do the show for us.
What?
Free Rider, good evening. Thanks for joining us.
Well, that's the guys in chat. What they're vaping on, and we can do a bit of a shout out on what they're using. I thought, why not?
Yeah. Please tell us in chat what you're vaping on.
Yeah. So let's put it in chat.
Thing is, we'll have to wait 5 minutes for YouTube to catch up. Yeah. So we need to be patient.
And
oh, okay. Well, we'll
for Matt to write a novel because he's vaping on 20 different things.
Oh, okay.
When have the hand checks ever not lasted more than 5 minutes on it?
Oh, about 5 minutes. That's it. We're done. Job's good.
Caliburn. Okay, done.
There you go, Martin. So go on, Martin. What you vaping on there, mate? What you got? Have you got a Caliburn there by any chance?
No.
No.
It's the.
Come on. It's a Caliburn. It's a Caliburn.
Nubilak. Nubilak. I think it's Russian.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're vaping on something Russian.
Yeah, it says Nubilak. Oh wait. It says Caliburn.
Oh, okay.
You fucking gimp. You absolute gimp.
Just use just for Chandler and for Mr. Ben Vapes, I revicked the Imperia tonight.
Ooh.
And put it on the DPM Dart2. And because I'm saying Ben Vapes is because I put in one of his favorite liquids, the Bones.
Oh, they're nice.
Which I have no clue what it tastes of, but I think it's some kind of grape. Ben,
Great.
tell me.
I like the way you don't know what. Go on. What's it? What is it? I'll do a bit of Google for you.
It's Scully Gum Bones.
Yeah.
From Wig Liquor.
What's it called? Scully
Gum.
Let's have a look. It'll throw.
As far as I remember, it's grape.
Black
Currant. That's right, man.
Sugary jawbreaker bubblegum. And then it's complemented by a sweet and slightly sharp black currant syrup. There you go. So
nice.
jawbreaker bubblegum and black currant.
I was gonna vape on the blue box also, but it's kind of pointless. And both of my RBAs need they need re-wicking.
Yeah.
So fuck that.
Okay, fair play.
Yeah. Who's
No.
message? Retracted. So Gareth vaping on a mix with Kyphon 5 with Mabacco. What is Mabacco?
Nice.
Matt, of course, Soy, Suicide, and Swa.
Suicide series box with an Asgard. Suicide series box with an Asgard and an SVA AIO. That's a bit of a combination there, isn't it?
In it, blood.
Paul, please don't swear. You can come on the show and then you can swear.
Right, so what else, everyone? Vaping. So we've got Matt on the mix. We have got Gareth with the mix. Kyphon 5 and Mabacco.
Simon is also on a mix with Bishop as some Ruffian Cherry.
Hang on, we've missed Josh. Josh, loving the new Gen 200 kit with some Braw and Blazda Apple Bake, SXV2, Wrath RDA, and some Jammy. Is it Jammy Scone or Jammy
Scone? You're doing them from the bottom up. You're doing them from the top up.
Oh.
Wrath RDA Jammy Scone.
Oh, is it Scone or is it Scone?
It's on the right board.
Unless you've eaten it, then it's Scone. All right.
Anyways, Mark, I see you puffing away on something with a push hole.
What's
you vaping?
Still enjoying the Haku.
Haku.
The Haku on the I went to say Rig Pig then. That was a blast from the past. Anyone remember the Rig Pig?
I remember.
I know the name.
It wasn't a squonker though, was it?
No. It's just a big heavy squinker. Haku Cruiser and the RSQ. Bit of old school tonight. Running at 0.4 with some Fruit Monster, which is blueberry, raspberry, and lemon. Also chugging away on Dot Mod.
Nice.
Inside the dots, we're running the EVL Spot 1 coil with some 6 milligram purple stuff. Purple stuff. It's kind of a blackcurranty. I don't want to say menthol.
Okay.
It's more of a anise kind of thing. A bit like that purple shit that gives the black. A bit like the black. The stuff that I can't vape because it makes my head spin.
Fair play.
Bit like that. But no, running that 6 milligram 50/50. Hang on, what's going on here? We're flying through hand checks far too quickly.
Wait, what?
It's because you haven't done Chandler yet.
Hey, steady.
We can drag on hand checks for at least an hour.
But guys, remember that Josh told us, was it last week or 2 weeks ago, that he was getting the Boxer Boro mod, and he's just written in chat that he's gotten it now.
DNA 60 Boxer Boro.
And it's like one line review, build quality is excellent, blah blah blah, not enough airflow. Josh, elaborate more.
Not enough airflow. Is that the mod that doesn't allow enough airflow to get to the Boro?
Oh, the Boxer Boro. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice cut.
So is there not enough? Is it the mod that doesn't let the airflow in, or is it a? No, I don't suppose it doesn't come with it. Doesn't come with a Boro, does it?
Using or the RBA that, and then he would be able to maybe adjust that. So I'm presuming it's that the mod doesn't have enough airflow options. You know, like a billet box has you can have both from the front and from the side, and
but with a billet box, you kind of have to take the front door off or drill some holes through your panel or something like that.
Or you can get panels with openings.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that it, Mark?
Hey, did we mention Savage Simon with the Aspire Mix and Bishop RTA?
Yeah.
With Ruffian Cherry Cheroot. That sounds quite nice. Cherry Cheroot.
Cheroot? That sounds like something from Mary Poppins or something.
I'll say it's the Dick Van Dyke juice.
It's Cherry Cheroot. Oh, man.
What's up, Mark? Did your chicken show up?
No, not yet. Sorry.
Oh,
Do you know what? We're missing nowadays is a good trifle.
yes, I know. Definitely
There was a brand that
trifle.
made a good trifle.
Yeah, there was.
And
Oh
for the
shit!
life of me,
No, I
remember
wasn't
the
even
name?
referring to that. I was just
Weren't you?
thinking. No, I
Really?
really wasn't. I completely forgotten about it. I was
You're joking.
genuinely thinking. I'm not going back to Trip Hammer days for those of you that are greater than Chandler, but
Is anyone really?
no.
Steady. It's why I have the microphone here. It hides the white beard.
Why don't you just
Dye it or shave
dangle
it
it? Because then it's out the way.
Because this one you've actually got to get quite close to in order to. Because if you go over here, no one can hear you. It's rubbish.
Because you've got a proper mic.
I've got a podcasting mic basically.
Matt's got 2 bottles of trifle in a safe for a special occasion.
Special. Oh, talking of which, well, seeing as I know it's not trifle, but I've been vaping my Arctic roll juice all week.
And can you actually taste it now?
Yeah, it is a little bit of vanilla overload. I think the next batch I'm going to knock a percentage off the vanilla bean that I put in it. But it's very vanilla-y with a hint of sponge cake. You can taste the sponge cake on it, and raspberry jam,
Jill?
and colada, obviously, because it's ice cream.
Any orange cream?
Oh yes,
Good
oh
man.
yes. A full 0.1% went in it.
So in terms of trifles, we're having suggestions of Trip Hammer Fizzy Trifle or Mr. Nevin's Trifle from NM Labs.
Trip Hammer
Okay.
Fizzy Trifle was good, but it wasn't.
Oh, have you tried it?
Yeah, Trifle and Fizzy Trifle. I remember we went to Disney again. It was when it was a long, probably a good 4 or 5 years ago, and I ordered some back when you could buy 30ml bottles, and it was nice. It just wasn't a trifle, in my opinion,
Okay.
which is why I did my own.
Yeah. And yours was a trifle. I don't know how you did it, but the strawberry, instead of it just tasting like strawberry, it tasted like strawberry jelly.
Yep.
Yeah, it really did taste like strawberry jelly. And it wasn't just, oh, we'll just add a bit of strawberry flavour into it. No,
And
strawberry jelly. Bang.
Strawberry jelly, and you could taste the lady fingers.
Yes, you could taste the lady fingers.
What? You really could?
Oh, you could.
You put okra into the vape into your juice?
Oh, no.
But you know sometimes how one little letter can change the entire sentence? So if you just put an S at the right place, that sentence would change entirely.
Okay.
Chef Trifle. Oh,
there we go.
Josh came back.
Oh,
Josh.
you've got it.
Airflow both sides. You can purchase an alternative door panel with more air slots. It's the restrictive detail draw even more so with the solid front panel in place. Okay,
All right.
so now you know you need to get the front panel with the extra hole.
What did the one on MMM finally bounce for?
Don't know. It was
Didn't
it was
follow it that
mental.
far.
Even seeing a boxer going up on MMM, that's wow.
And it sold, didn't it?
Yeah, I presume it did. I didn't know.
North of a grand?
No, it couldn't
No.
be close to the grand. Even though it was in dollars, like I would presume maybe it went for 500-600 or something like that, just because it knew. Josh, out of curiosity, when you get this because of the delay, which Boro and RBA are you using in there, just for reference? That could maybe help it a bit if you change that part.
If you...
Just to confuse
Josh, if
matters.
you like a tighter Tighter draft.
Tighter a tiger.
Might one suggest? I can't even remember what I use in my billets. What do I use in my billets?
Assuming I'm assuming he
Vape
wants the
snail.
opposite of a tighter draft because it's
Vape snail. Give the vape snail a blast if you like it. Well, that goes from complete 0.8 MTL up to you get a restricted. I don't think you'll get a full DL on it.
Yeah, but if we're talking about more area RBAs, then of course there's that's abridged, pretty much any version.
which goes up to 4 mil.
The AMBB from what's the name now? Malaysia, Squonker thingy, armor. And as far as I remember, also the Chucky and the Protocol one, which I can't remember the name now. They're in like the more area side.
I'm sure Paul will be able to give his suggestions, and once he's given his suggestions, he'll probably try and sell you it.
Yes. Oh, I just happen to have one here. Would you like it?
But that one's good. I have
You
one.
will. You will.
But not that I know, but I presume also if Scott was here watching, he would of course say VWM.
I never actually tried the VWM. I gave mine straight to Paul. Kind of wished I'd tried it. Well, no, because I'd have gone back down the burrow hole again.
Yeah.
From what I've heard of those who have it, and that I've also tried the Imperia, they compare it a lot to the Imperia. And it is as if the deck is a cross between the Imperia deck and the Integra deck. Whereas, the Integra deck, that, Mark, you had one. It's just literally 2 screws and no like barriers, anything.
There's nothing fancy about it. It's 2 posts, 2 cross-headed screws, and off you go, mate. That's it.
But where the Imperia has some barriers and a little bit like holding it in, it's kind of like a between those two, the dope, as Matt says, the dope deck. No, Paul, open borrows or RBAs.
Wide open.
Yeah,
if anyone wants to meet the bloke that's selling everything, you'll have to come into one of the
Zoom
hangouts.
link when we finish the show, which will be in chat on both YouTube and Twitch. So, David, what's your vaping on?
What am I vaping on? Right, well, I'll start with what's in my gob right now. So I've got the Phoenix. On top of that is the Nautilus 3. Inside the Nautilus 3 is the Monster Energy, Relentless Energy flavour from Dark Star.
What was it? The Raving Monster Green Purple?
Yeah, it's the Relentless Monster Energy Everything drink.
Yeah.
Flavoured juice.
Green, Relentless, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
I noticed they do different ones. There's a because I noticed they did different ones, and I purposefully got the purple one. So they've got a purple one, a green one. It might be blue. I can't remember what the other one is.
Yeah, blue. Yeah, I've got the purple one. So that's the one that I went for.
You got the purple one. In that case, I've got the green one because I got the different one.
Oh, you got the different one. So you got the green one. It's got that.
Yeah.
And I just stick that because it's a bit of a coil killer. I just stick that in the Nautilus now with Nautilus coils because use it up, throw it out, job done. Don't have to re-wick every 5 minutes. Excellent. I also have the Cthulhu AIO with a Cubics inside, and inside that is Cactus Lychee.
I still need to try that. I still need to try that entire setup.
The entire setup.
I do.
If you've got a borrow, just get a Cubics. Just literally get the borrow.
I'm not. How tight does it go?
0.8. I use it with the 1 mil air hole in it, and it's
a real 0.8 or cheek dimples.
Yeah. And that's the 1 mil. So,
and they've got a point. I'm sure they've got a 0.8 because I used
got 0.8, and I didn't use the 0.8 because it was too tight for me. So
I used the 1.2 just to be
because
not
the one
proper.
The one is tight enough for me. But definitely the 0.8 in the Cubics definitely will do the job nicely, and they're cheap as chips, so it's worth a try. and my preferred.
Dave, have you tried painting it?
The Cthulhu, no, because
No, I mean the
quite
RBA
serious.
inside.
The RBA. I don't think the acrylic would quite take on that.
You could use an alcohol ink. An alcohol ink could probably take.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would be when it heats up though.
Mesmerizing.
Just get that little bit extra hit while I'm vaping. Just like, why is this going to my head so much? Doesn't we do that? I got the minimum.
We would have an interesting show.
It would have an interesting show as I slowly collapse in the corner and then. Someone has to call the police.
Of course not.
But yeah, but I will show it on here then. I don't care. I've been playing again, and in progress at the moment. I'm mullering a Spire mix.
The Hulk.
Hulk. Yeah, no, looks good. Looks all right so far.
And I'm actually thinking I quite like the way it looks now. I think I'm going to leave it at that and just lacquer it and then see what it looks like when I put it back together.
Cool.
Whatever. Again today I got bored. Done all the housework at the weekend. Been playing some computer games. Needs to do something else. So I picked up, spent the Prince's number £5 by getting some acrylic paint. So whatever. So yeah, so just that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is what I've got vaping on in front of me now. So yeah. So Chandler,
hello.
Are you vaping on anything else, or is that it?
No, I've got my billy. Look how shiny that is, David.
That looks really shiny,
doesn't it?
Have you done a bit of work on it?
I polished that up with one of those mesh strips that somebody sent me. Thanks, Dave. And it's gone all shiny and smooth.
It looks really nice, that.
So yeah, and yeah, cubics inside. With some peach iced tea.
Nice. Oh, did you stick the Renaissance wax on it as well, or have you just polished?
No, I just polished it because it came up so nice with the mesh. I left it, and I just left it at that. The butcher's block oil is on the mod that I've left in the other room.
Yeah, I'll tell you a good thing about the butcher block oil. So
yeah,
I sent Chandler because I don't really have any Stabwood mods anymore. So I sent Chandler. I had some butcher's block and some Renaissance oil and some strips of mesh. So I sent them through to him. Beginning of this week, I had to buy some new chopping boards, and they arrived, and I was like, and after, I think you muted, Mark, and after they'd arrived, I'd sort of looked at them, and they're a bit. I mean, they're cheap, so they're a bit that. So I sanded them down a bit, and that's a bit better now. I thought I could put some butcher's block on that, and I'm like, I wish I'd waited a week to send that big fucking bottle of butcher's block.
I'm sorry,
because I could have used some of that, and I'm not going to buy any more, so they're just going to stay as they are.
I've got plenty of bottles. I could pour half of it into a bottle and send you some back.
It's been sat in a cupboard for like 2 years, and I've never needed it. I sent it to you. I'm never going to need it again. Fuck, as soon as you do, that's my life.
So you don't need much of it though, do you?
No, that bottle will last you forever.
God, literally, yeah. I mean, it's my priest, Marvek priest. It's got stabwood wood round the 26650, and it was getting a bit dry, so I rubbed it on, left it overnight, rubbed it off. It feels great. It feels moist, which is always good. But there you go. So yeah, that's my mouth to lungy thing. I've got my bonkers set up.
That's a drip tip. What happened?
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got a sensible drip tip. I like the drip tip on here. The drip tip seems to be living on the Fev, this one.
But to be fair, Chandler, if you're having an all SS setup, look,
just to please you, because my second favourite drip tip is right next to it.
Yeah.
There you go. Is that better?
All SS.
It does look like the What's it tower in America? What is it? The
Empire State Building?
That's the one. There you go. Look at
For
that.
those of you that are new to the show and don't know about Chandler's big drip tick kink,
Wait, steady.
It's fine. We don't shame here. It's fine.
no shame, no shame.
No. Just exposed.
I think I've got most of my big drip tips here. Arf.
He keeps them to hand.
Oh yes, always within reach. So this is not a series box, Mark. It's parallel. Just letting you know.
Cheers, mate.
Just to make sure you're okay.
You would take someone's eye out, Josh. You really would.
I nearly have taken my own out. To be fair.
And were you expecting Mark to be able to tell the difference between a series and a parallel?
Yeah, he does know the difference. He does. He really does. Look,
That never gets old.
So you blow your shop up once, and what happens? You make one little mistake, or what happens?
To give you credit, you didn't blow the shop up, but you did need a new doormat, didn't you?
I was only referring to the pedo box.
And on that note, I've got the converter with the Dwar on it because it just seems to actually fit. I've managed to get a spacer under the tank, which means the airflow is out of the way. Mm-hmm. So I can actually put my hand around it without covering up the airflow.
Cool.
And the other thing that really bugs me about this is it automatically turns itself off after about 10 minutes. So you pick it up and go, and have to do the 5 clicky thing again.
David, good evening, Mr. Payne. Hope you're well, mate.
Good evening, Payne.
Have any of you got anything on your buy list or your... I'm keeping my eye open for this.
My buy list?
I've got a buy list. Oh, for...
No, I only have a straight list.
2 elephants fell off a cliff with a drum kit. Boom.
I don't know. I wouldn't object to woman issues buy. It's fine with me.
Actually, I'm considering buying one of these.
What is it you're considering buying, Mark?
I'm not. I just wondered if anything.
Okay.
Anything anyone.
I've been wondering about maybe getting a Pulse AIO just because I've got some 21700 batteries that I never use. So I was looking at that the other day and was tempted, but in the inside not to because I've already got 2 billet style devices now. But I have got a spare Cubics, so
They are on
I'm guessing
promotion
they're
on
still-
a couple of websites, aren't they?
yeah, that's what I
Pulses.
saw.
Yeah.
If we're talking Boro mods and RBAs, I'm guessing there's like maybe a want to have list, and then there's the buy list, because there's like, okay, with all the randoms and lists and shit, like I would like to buy it if I could, but roll the dice.
Yeah, I just tend to go with stuff that I could actually purchase rather than stuff that I know I'll never get. It just makes my life easier that way. I mean, there's loads of stuff. Like I said, there's loads of stuff that you can't get that I wouldn't mind trying. But yeah,
like what?
that's that.
Dope. Not Adobe the program, but
I don't. I am a dope. But yeah. The Boxer, that looks quite nice, but even if I could get hold of one, they're still too pricey for me. Just personally, so I don't have a problem with anyone buying it, but just for me personally, it's justifying that amount of money for something. It's a bit difficult in my head. SVBR. That would be a nice to have.
He's not going to make many more, is he?
No, and I think he's done. But I think at some point there may be another version that he's looking at, but we'll see. But yeah, they were very nice. I was tempted to pull the trigger. He had 2 spots left on the list, and I was sat there like that, and then my brain just went, I can't justify it. There you go.
Autumn Mod AIO. Is that something you're buying, or is that some
No,
part
that's something he wants.
dirty trade? It's going to be a dirty trade. He has a back door. Oh, you have a back door.
I always have a back door, but I never let Paul in. So actually, there is something that is on like my, I wouldn't say buy list, but I want it. But every time I go look at it, it's like, no, I'm not gonna pay the shipping for a drip tip for 12 euros and pay 20 euros for shipping. KHW.
Okay.
That I find with KHW, that is one of the limiting factors. I know a lot of our lot will do an order and split the shipping between 3 or 4 people. But
Yeah.
what did I need?
George, Denmark is a shithole for vaping. So
I mean, okay. This is not high end at all. I've been trying to resist the urge to get the damn Vape nitrous because it's only like 20 odd quid. What is it? Hang on. It is
They've just,
£22
released that
£49.
box set one. They've just released that box set one now.
They have released the box set one, but it's like 46 quid. It's like, well, bugger that. I could have 2 of the other ones for.
I was half tempted, but then when I realised that it isn't all top cats, it's literally a beauty ring and the air ring.
What are we talking about?
The different colours. The
Nitrous RDA, damn Vape. I'm sure I mentioned this in one of my adventures. It came with a handbag. You got the RDA, silver RDA, and you got about, I think there's 6 different coloured beauty rings, top caps, and drip tips.
It takes me back. Who was it that released that kit? Way back. I'm sure you had one, Chandler, and it came with like a million different accessories.
Was that that was the Aspire
No.
X?
RDA?
Yeah.
Yeah, QP Neo.
No.
No, there was a B2K.
No,
That came in like a pack. B2K came in like a pack with different captions.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the B2K.
And they all had the same serial number.
Did they
Or
really?
like it was printed hashtag. It was something my friend who's Muslim, he told me that's like something in Islam. Because 187. Mine said 187. He said, "Oh, that's nice." But they apparently all had that printed on them. I don't know why.
Did not know that.
Have you got one there, Dave?
I happen to have one, yeah.
You checking your number?
Yeah, please check.
And the serial number is.
I don't have a. Oh no, the serial number's on the deck thing, isn't it? I'm gonna have to take the deck off of it, and it's probably welded shut now.
It's like on the top of one of the posts.
Yeah, let's have a look here. Oh, that came quite easily. Yeah. Number 187.
So weird.
What?
What does that even mean? Oh, there goes Mark.
Oh,
He's gone for his chicken.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
Gone for his-
Paul, you're right. The QP Neo was also one that came with a lot of accessories, but B2K was really one of the first ones that had so much shit.
Everything in it. Just
Whoa.
white cap, black cap, piss cap, and silver.
No.
Yeah, but which version do you have? Because mine had a different boxing.
I've got the one of the. I think I got the one of the original ones, but then they brought out like a limited edition one that had something extra or something. So you might have that one. But yeah, it came just drip tips all over the place and everything. It was pretty good as well. I said that's so I like so much that one stays in the drawer, even though I'm probably never going to use it again. But they just
really liked it, but I hated the fact that it was postless, so you had to cut the leads.
Oh, that's all right. Once you get the hang of it.
I hear what you're saying, but I really hated that because I like to put in my coil and snap the leads off.
Yeah.
Not having to guess or measure and some shit.
The annoying bit when you're doing that is if you take too much off the leg and you drop it in and it's like bleh, and laid on the top of the deck, it's like,
try
fuck, I've got
stretching
to
it
redo it again.
upwards.
Yeah, you
try
can't. You
stretching it,
just
you
have to
can't.
redo it. It's like, no, please.
So the fact that Mark gone isn't that good because
No, that's fine. But the other thing actually I will say is I think it's McCarter. Any of those mods that are made of McCarter, something about that material, and I got to hold somebody's a couple of years ago, and it just feels really nice. But again, they're like proper high end,
proper pricey. Some of those,
proper high end stuff. But I saw the new mod that they're doing, the one that comes with the tank. I saw someone post one.
Yeah, Unific.
Yeah,
basically McCarter and U-mods. You can get U-mods like going back years in like different U-mods in McCarter.
Yeah, it was just that. But the one this person posted the other day on one of the groups, I was just like that, just drooling, looking at my phone, like stop it now. And even just do a 10-second job of googling U-mods and then going no, back away.
Jay says he has a McCarter Corona, the Corona mods. They also did McCarter.
Right.
So what do we do without Mark? Because he's the one. We were just about to show some shit. Clip that.
He's a little predisposed.
He's eating his chicken.
Back. He's left the lunatics to run this island. This is a preamble of what it's going to be over the next couple of weeks while he's on holiday.
Oh, you love it.
Oh yes. Damn it, he's still there. Shh.
And can you reclaim host and just kick him?
That's true. Yeah, I could. Hang on. No, if I do that, that's likely to screw things up completely. I best not.
That will end all of the lives and everything.
Yeah, that would kill it completely, and I'll be in serious bother for that one. I'll just not do that.
Just break it in. Short show this week. Yeah, it'll be fine. But yeah.
Now you're muted, Mark.
Do you want to do Vape Sell Bin then?
Do you want to do Vape Sell Bin? Yeah, go for that.
So guys,
I've stopped my dinner now for you.
This week,
you have to stop your dinner.
Was it that boring? You had to come back in.
But this week, guys, Dave has actually made a Vape Sell Bin, and be nice to him.
Nice.
Please be nice to him. Be realistic.
Are we going to say what? Are we going to say that there's a special theme?
Yeah, well, for those who haven't played before, if you're on Twitch, you can vote directly in the comment, and the thingy will pick it up. You can vote on YouTube as well. We'll try to count those in manually. Basically, you're presented with an item. Presume you're going to give in that item for free in your hand, and you have to choose what you're going to do with it as the first and only thing. Either vape it, sell it, or put it in the bin. Right? Cool.
Yep. With it.
So, Dave.
Yeah, I'm expecting not a lot of twos, maybe the odd three now and again, possibly might come in. Right, so first up, this is
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave. It's supposed to be vape gear, not a radio.
Yeah, this is
Nintendo.
This is the Betamax.
It looks like a Betamax. I love it.
That's why
I'm gonna keep it.
That's why I chose it. But yeah, so this is a Gen Vape AI. It's a dual battery mod, and I like the look of it because it looks like a 1980s VCR recorder.
Yeah, it does.
Good one, Matt. Good one, man.
You know what? I'd have a go on that.
I just put it on the shelf. I wouldn't even use it just because it's retro as fuck.
It is cool as it looks cool as, to be fair.
It's for if you're of a certain age, you're gonna look at that and go, that reminds me of a VCR.
Either a VCR, an Atari, do you know the original Atari?
Yeah, 2600 or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember those Oh, what were those cassettes? The big cassettes that you put in that you started off in your car. They're not the normal
8 tracks.
8-track.
Yeah, it looks a bit like an 8-track.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anyway,
could do old
there you
car
go.
radio. No,
All it needs is a couple of reels on the top. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm with Ben on this. It does look rather sharp on the edges.
Mark, why
It
are you
does.
voting on YouTube?
It does.
I'm not. I voted on both. My chats
Yeah,
go to both.
no. Fuck off.
It does. It does. Yeah. It does. It does look a little sharp on the edges. Yeah.
But so far, vaping is.
We've got a vape
leading.
and we've got a vape and a bin from YouTube.
Yeah.
So that kind of balances it out there.
Yeah, and we're gonna disregard Mark's attempt to. You should actually be disqualified also from your vote. Just
My
for
chat-
trying to.
My chat
No,
console goes to
it's a-
both.
It's a vape, so you know
Okay.
we're only
You're
we're only counting him once.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are we
Well,
gonna?
out of interest, what power does that go up to? I know it's dual battery.
well.
Do you know?
I think it's 100, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think it's 100.
The vape. Oh, Josh would actually sell it.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think you get very much for it, Josh. But
I'd flip it on the side and just sell it as a Betamax for the
Yeah.
collector.
you probably
like-
get more money for it as a Betamax than you would as a vape device.
Well, you kind of
500
look at it and you think that wooden panel. If you push one of them buttons, you think that wooden panel is going to pop out. That's where you put your cassette in, and your headphones get plugged in the top somewhere.
It should have a button on it that when you press it, that flips up and you put your batteries in.
Yeah, because it does. I think it looks more like a Walkman than anything else.
It does, yeah. You should get away with it for that.
Right.
It
Next
will
up.
work.
I like that one. That was a vape, was it? That was a vape. You got a
That's a
vape?
vape.
A
That was a
vape!
vape.
Get in! Oh,
Right, next up, this is the Chris
Sorry.
Scott Mods Pogo, and it's a little 18350 there's a little switch in there.
Sorry, Ben. Or sorry, Dave.
That's fine. It's got a carbon fiber tube and a carbon fiber flap on the bottom of it, and it's just the dinkiest little 18350 device I've ever seen. So,
that is cute as a cucumber.
yeah.
Jay's vape reviews. Well, actually, usually we used to have random different items, but I think actually these are all owned by Mr. Childs.
Yeah, okay. We'll give
Without
it.
revealing anything.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, yeah, we give it away now. Yeah, these are all owned by me, and it's fine. I actually amazingly surprised that the first one got a vape.
Well, you have
Yes,
a
it was
buy-up
cool.
for the second
I was
one.
interested, but yeah, it's like I said. I only saw these were only available. The Pogo was only available at Expo, I think. I don't know if they ever made it to his website. But I picked one up because I liked the look of it, and I didn't have an 18350 device at the time.
Sorry if I missed it. Is this a Mac or the fire button? Is that?
No, there's a
MOSFET?
it's not. There's a MOSFET in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that tiny little thing has got a MOSFET in it.
MOSFETs. Some of them are pretty small, so makes
Yeah.
sense to
Yeah.
fit
So
them.
yeah, but it's
Yeah,
obviously
dinky.
because of it. It's a tiny. It's very difficult to fit a T on top of it. I've only got about one that fits on it.
But Mr. Childs, I'm gonna have to say you would get more for it if you just gave it a little shine because it looks a bit.
Put a bit of butcher's block oil on it.
Basically, that is I did micro mesh it when I first got it, that has got a bit of a shine on it, but it's not a huge amount of a shine. But,
It looks a bit dry, around some of the areas.
yeah, but I think a lot of that is down to the colouring of it as well.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I completely take that. But yes, that's it. But yeah. So that's on that one. But the first one I saw it. I think Mr. Todd had it, and that's the AI. And I was like, I like the look of that because it looks like a Betamax. So I picked one up, and they weren't very
We
expensive.
have 2 cells from YouTube and 1 bin. There's a lot of people that want to sell it apparently.
Yeah, I'm
Is
amazed.
it worth a lot of money or?
I don't. I don't know. It was about. It cost me about 100 quid new. I'm
Say 500. You have a buyer in chat for it.
I'm assuming that I'm not selling that. That's a keeper.
It's 500 quid that at least. Sure.
So it could theoretically be worth something because I'm assuming there aren't many of them out there.
Watch out on MMM tomorrow. You can battle for it.
There we go. So the CSM.
Sorry.
CSM can get in the bin.
Oh, it got binned! You're kidding me. That got binned.
Pretty, very close actually to being sold. Yeah, well.
Yeah. Bless his little cotton socks. But yeah, that's fine.
This next one. Love it.
Are we going straight for the showstopper?
You're going to need to wait.
Oh!
You're going to need to wait. Don't put your vote.
Don't vote until you...
Don't vote yet. Don't vote yet.
Yeah,
don't vote yet.
Wait for it.
Now you can vote.
Now you can go for it. Enjoy yourselves. So basically, because I showed this on the show last week, I thought I'm going to put this in for a laugh and let everybody have their fun with it. Because, like I said, you know the story behind it. It's a little experiment. I have come up with a name for it. This is the Box Toddler Edition because it looks like a 3-year-old's painted it. So that's I just put that in there. You know the story behind it from last week. If you didn't see last week's show, go back and have a look at last week's show.
It is. To be fair, it's a one of a kind. There is no other mixed box that looks like this.
It's very much one of a kind, and I imagine it's always going to remain a one of a kind as well. So I doubt anyone will ever try to recreate it.
I think Mix.
I just I had mercy on you, and to make sure you didn't have 100% bin, I put Vape. So, but now other ones are putting Vape. So.
Yeah, I think Mix trying to add his own category in.
Set that shit on fire.
He's put the option 4 with flames next to it. So.
Yeah, and also Jay's Vape user said the same thing. Says 4 finish it, then 1 vape it. Fair enough. Fair comment. But yeah, like I said, it's there for it. But yes, like I said, it's I mean, if you ignore the colour scheme on it, it's still a box underneath it. And
we do have 3 bins from YouTube, so it's at the moment it's actually looks like it's going in the bin.
No.
Evening, Martsky.
Evening.
Oh.
No, it's a vape.
Well, not if we count the ones on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
No, bollocks.
So,
do we just call it a tie?
Yeah, let's call it a tie.
Yay! There you go, Dave.
Would Thai people be insulted?
Possibly.
Oh.
See, I can't say anything you say to that is racist. So
yeah, and we won't mention Lesbos.
Lesbians, what?
There you go. Told you we wouldn't mention it. God.
Sorry.
Oh,
okay.
Here we go.
Now, next up is the Tesla YE2 85 watt.
Why?
That's gotta be so retro. It's gotta be worth money.
It's only a couple of years old. It's basically it's the reason I just said this is just a selection of my mods that I put in there, but I use this one a lot if I'm going out and about. So if I'm going to an event or anything like that, I'll take that one because it's the lightest mod in the universe, and it's sort of rubberized, so it's sort of hard wearing. As you can see from like the greyness on the on the white on the sides there, it's been well used. It's like the fire button's still white in the use.
Did they soak up juice into next week?
No, it doesn't. It's like a rubberized finish, so it just kind of runs off it.
Right.
But like I said, that's the one mod. If I could have bought more of, I wish I had. But then that one's still working, so I wouldn't have used them. Wouldn't have needed.
Dave,
them.
Mark has a point, or Marksky has a point. Paint it, bring it back to life.
I don't think Dave can bring himself to do it to that one.
I wouldn't dare to that one. That one's been too good to me, and it's not metal. So.
That one's not done anything to offend you. That one.
Bit of spray paint, maybe, but get the splatter effect, but it's getting, like I said, it's fine. Fun use. It's getting a nice patina on it. So
yeah.
We've got 3 vapes from YouTube, so
I like that Mick said one if a different colour, and it took.
no,
and it
Mick,
took.
you get that one. You
It
can't
took one. It took one as his answer.
Yes, get in.
it did come in a black at the time, and yeah, so I said it's everything I like from a mod. It's hard wearing, it's light from a mod going out and about, because this thing, I couldn't take this out of the house. It's a bloody brick in your pocket. Couldn't do it. So
Not worse than you feeling like your trousers are going to end up round your ankles, is it?
Yeah. So I go over function over aesthetic when it comes to a mod I'm taking out and about. Yeah, so that's why I went for that one. But yes, that is in there. Pretty much not available anymore because.
That's my point. It must be worth money.
One very small run of them, and then
Because Vapo bought them all out and sold them for £4.
Probably, but yeah, I said they was it was a nice little mod that. But
it finished on a vape. I don't know. Was it?
Yeah. Clear vape. There was like 3 more vapes from YouTube. So clearly.
Okay, either I have good taste or people are just being nice to me. Not sure which.
Take it either way.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take it.
Yeah, you were going for like a full clean slate bin.
Well,
on the show.
I said that when we were talking before. I said, I tell you what, because I've got enough mods here that people wouldn't like to say. I'll go for a full sweep of night. But then I thought I'll throw a couple of ones, not nicer looking ones in there. So next up we have the Kira from Turnwood FX. It's a Squonker.
Fat MOSFET.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got a MOSFET.
Who owns Turnwood FX?
No, it's got a click fet in it. I think no, it's because it's got a light. So it's got a click fet.
Scott Bonner.
So yes, it's Turnwood FX. Click fet. Yeah, these when he first brought these out, I really like the look of this, and I think he put this one up, fun enough, on my birthday, and my brain was going, well, it's your birthday, treat yourself. So I picked this one up. It's a lovely little purple. It's like a Cadbury's purple colour.
It's a beautiful colour, that.
And yeah, and I thought I would put this one in there because it doesn't see the light of day very much anymore. So I thought I'll let people have a look at it again.
Very nice.
Had one model was had to deal with. Hey, Matt. Sorry.
I was waiting for Matt to chip in. That's why I asked who it was.
All right, okay. So, is that striking a nerve or?
Very much so.
Sorry, Matt. I apologise.
It looks like, to me, do you remember the assembly hall at school? It's not quite as parquet as
the floorboards. Yeah. It's got that well worn school hall look to the wood.
There we go.
They're shiny. Shiny.
That finished on a vape.
Yay!
So I've still got one in the bag, which should go the way Martin wants it to. So.
Oh, trust. This is going. This is going to Biffer. Fucking Paul will send his boys round to collect this bad boy.
This is my baby. This is my Wismec Rulo RXG. It is the as somebody quite aptly called it Iron Man's penis mod.
Yeah, definitely.
That's quite accurate. I just like it. It's something different for me, so that's why I went for it. And
Dave, I don't know where you're going with that comment because
what?
I'm not gonna.
Oh, come on! Just look.
I'm not gonna pin it.
Forget
one in.
Forget. I mean, forget the red, gold, whatever. You press the fire button, it lights up like a Christmas tree. It's my kind of a mod. I love that. You've got to have a mod that when you push the button, it just goes.
Yeah, it's basically it's a bit of budget bling.
It's got flashy lights.
I occasionally like something shiny and flashy and with a little bit of bling to it, and that's why I went for it. And like I said, to be honest with you, the other two colours are much.
Thing.
I wouldn't say nicer because I really like this one, but they're like I said, there's a green one which actually looks quite classy, and there's an all black one as well.
No.
And I think the green.
You're not going to be allowed to put the word classy next to that mod.
Compared to the gold one, the green one looks classy. Fair enough. Compared to the gold one, anything that's classy.
Yeah.
To me,
So
it looks
technically,
like
I'm
the
right.
attempt at a fake Rolex.
Well, it has got the RX on it, so yeah.
It does.
Someone's trying to clone a clone of a Rolex.
It looks like a Rolex.
Yeah.
Rolex.
The only downside to this mod is that trigger button doesn't flip up.
Oh no.
And I understand why it doesn't, because if it didn't, then the lock would have made no sense. But
that statement was brilliant. The only problem with it is
yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm sure there's many problems. They're very classy. The tube that lights up are really classy. Like I said, that one's got like a Tron theme to it. The I think it's the green. The green one has a slightly nicer effect, and then the all black one has just got a gorilla on it.
A gorilla.
Why? I have no idea. It's just
A gorilla?
Gorilla in a suit, I think it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
When you turn it on, but
Okay.
yeah, it's there. Oh, good. Yes, no. So yes, it went down the way I expected on that one.
Yeah, but not as bad as you expected.
what does it transform into? Phil wants to know.
Vibrator. No, it doubles as a vibrator.
It transforms into whatever you put on the 510. So it's completely versatile.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of fun for you all.
I'm just trying to set up Martin's now.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, it's I have eclectic taste, which it sums up me generally. I'm an eclectic type person, so.
Wasn't as bad as I'd feared.
Well, that's the thing. There are other ones.
But you laid it out as if it was going to be real horrible shit. But...
No, I could have found some other things, but they were just boring. So I just put the stuff in there that's got slight interest about it. Well, apart from the weed, but that's just because I like it. But yeah, I could have just put loads of bog standard things in there, but I thought let's just put the interesting stuff in there.
Well, since I took over it, well, I didn't take over Chandler's Instagram or Tinstagram adventures. Mine is more Facebook adventures. But I found some different stuff during the past week that, yeah. I don't know, Mark, are you bringing one up?
Oh,
As they say.
I'm bringing one up.
Oh, hello. Was it that chicken?
And what about a picture?
The first one I saw is a Dovpo Squonker
Oh yes.
called the Pump, which is sort of an auto squonker thingy that auto feeds.
Doesn't auto feed. You know
Doesn't
that
auto
button?
feed.
You know that button at the bottom? You push that and it goes and squirts the squirts.
That's how it has a button instead of having to squeeze the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no.
And do you know the interesting thing about this?
No.
That glass tank bit at the bottom, that is the entire size of the tank.
That tiny little bit in the bottom.
That tiny little bottom is the tank. It doesn't go all the way up like you would expect it to. That's it.
Well, the one called the Auto Squonker that also only had like a 2.5 milliliter small reservoir. That wasn't that big.
Right.
It's something they've done with a cross vape, which roulette and the wormhole tank kits for the what's the dwarf, the plastic
right.
one mark. So yeah, Squonk King isn't dead. So get on the train or something. Hi Diddy, thanks channel.
Sorry,
No,
you weren't quick enough.
no, I totally missed him.
Yeah.
Damn you, Diddy. So yeah, found that. Next.
Oh, be you sexy young ting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
What?
So I even joined their Facebook group because I saw this posted. This was posted next to a different Boro mod, which was also new. The only thing I could find was the current Boro mod. This, which is like an 18650. This looks like a lipo.
It does. It does look like a lipo. Yeah.
It
Unless
can
it's got
only
a
be
really
lipo.
tiny little 18350 hiding behind there.
Yeah, well, no. So
But there's a USB port on the side.
What?
There's a USB port on the side of it.
Yeah, and that doesn't look like a USB-C from this angle, but could be.
No.
So it's a Vape Monster from Korea.
There's
Okay.
nothing monstrous about that.
No, but
it's
know.
cute.
Yeah.
so what they've already their first Boro device, which is already out, is more like what's that one with the front facing? One of the first ones with the little patch put in front. Paul, you had one of those. Has like the same shape as the Wicked. The Italian one.
I don't
I don't
know.
remember the name. But it looks a lot like that. And now
Tita?
apparently they're doing something like this. No, not the Tita.
Yeah, speaking of retro, it looks like a pair of old PC speakers in that picture.
Yeah, Paul. The Sunbox Boro mod. The first Boro mod looked a lot like the Sunbox in the shape and so on. I think this looks kind of interesting. It depends on one, if it's a proprietary board, if it's their own board, or because that small screen. I'm hoping maybe that's just because it's what's the German one? Die codes.
That's
But it
great.
could be-
Above the buttons.
Yeah, because that small of a screen, that can't be a DNA.
No.
So,
What-
but
yeah.
tiny little device. If they have room for like same size battery as in a Delro or in an Oct, then you have 1800 milliamps. That's pretty decent if you're going like mouth to lungy for an entire day.
The more
Yeah,
I
I mean-
look at it, the more disliking it. That button placement can get in the bin.
Well, maybe if you're
Wants to be on
holding
the
it,
side.
maybe
Oh, I don't know.
it's pretty.
My thumb would hit the down button and hit the up button at the same time.
But nothing's made for your paws, Mark. So
I mean,
that
but
doesn't
then again,
happen.
if it's that dinky, you're basically going to be vaping like that anyway. So the button placement is perfect. It's going to be a little finger out vape, that one.
Yes. Oh, yes. It's definitely a little finger job. This one, absolutely.
Mr. Intense and Josh, we've stopped the vape sell, but this is just Facebook adventures.
It does look
so
like
yeah.
a 110 camera. It does.
I want to. Oh
You're
my
gonna pull
God,
the cartridge
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I don't. I wouldn't bin it. Would I vape it? You know what? I probably would.
Yeah, I'd give it. I'd
Next
depending on the
question.
price, I'd give it a go.
I want to see the other side where the airflow is.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
just wondering what the airflow is like, but
I
obviously,
think the
as soon as
airflow
you
is
start,
always in the glass thingy, which is in front of the Boro.
as soon as you start direct lunging it, it's just gone, and the battery's gone in 2 seconds flat.
Well. Next.
What's the price on it?
I couldn't find any more information, even though I joined the group. There was no more information than just that teaser picture. So I'm in the group now. Now, if I see more information, I'll bring it on here.
We need to know.
And Mick is very right there saying it looks like a walkie-talkie. Buzz.
Well, no, because if let's say you put on channel strip chip, it's gonna be in the middle, and a walkie-talkie isn't in the middle. Right.
To be fair, my drip tip is probably as tall as the damn mod itself, to be honest.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
Next. Oh my lord.
what you got? Oh God! Right, next.
No.
Okay.
There's a reason I brought some pots on.
Well, are you sure? It
Because find the detail.
looks to me like you used this is kind of what my kids used to use to scribble on their.
Yeah, so this is a disposable, but look at that one detail.
Do you use it when you're playing bingo to mark your cards?
It's a dobber.
It's a dobber, isn't it?
No.
Look at the one detail. Yeah, and here I am going like this.
Mark.
I'm sorry.
Stop moving it around.
Type C rechargeable.
14 mil.
14 mil.
What?
That's what blew my mind. You're putting 14 mil into a what?
Martin, you're multilingual. Can you?
No. And I did research trying to go to their web shop, and I couldn't find anything. It was more that caught my eye, like 14 mil.
I'm
And a
assuming
1.2 ohm. That's a pretty tight draw.
So isn't that presumably you've got 650 milliamp hour? You just recharge it. So basically, you just keep recharging and recharging and recharging until it runs out of juice.
Yeah.
Exactly, and
Then you bin it.
we've many times had this conversation. Okay, disposable. What's it going to run out first? Battery or juice?
Yeah.
Because what if it runs out of battery first and you still have juice in there? That's a waste, and vice versa.
But also, you're quite right. If it is a disposable pod, the coil. If you're only going through 1-2 mil of liquid, the coil and the wick's still fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
You know what? I think Mick's got something there. It's actually 1.2 mil and 14 ohms.
That's like half a drop. It's done. Okay. No, but so the 14 mil that caught my eye, and then the fact that it's rechargeable. I think that not that I still endorse disposable, but it's a way of being a bit more acceptable. You could actually use it several times or several days,
and it could be used as a stepping stone to get them into. You could say to them, right, have this one, and you can recharge it until you're done with it. And then next time they come in, say, right, have this one, and you can put your own juice in it. And so it could be used as a stepping stone.
So, yeah. Next.
Then
Next one is also a pod.
It's better.
Well, it's also a disposable.
It's better than a standard.
I think I've done these out of sync.
But no, they're fine. They're fine.
That's all right. It's got to number 2.
Yeah, but that's just the number in the picture.
So 50 milligram, 5,000 puffs.
See, this annoyed me, whereas the other one intrigued me with the 14 mil. This annoyed me because with that shape, you could have made it into a pot you could take out.
Yeah. But then again, it's exactly the same as the one because it's Type C charging, isn't it? So it's the same thing, just in a different style.
And it's from Vaporstorm. It's a brand we've seen before. So like,
it's disposable.
It's a 20 milligram Nick salt. It has 850 mAh, but it doesn't say how much they put in there as liquid, but apparently you can also charge that again. And again, that also in some way makes sense, but it annoys me with that form factor and that size that they haven't just been able to,
make it
take the pot out. So, yeah. Move on. That wasn't that much. See, the next ones, that's pure out of the bling that I brought that on. Because,
Right?
yeah.
It looks like a little gas canister that the kids suck on.
I was going to say, it looks like a NOS can, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
A little blingy and different colors and gold and green and shit and 8 milliliters of juice again. Now, see, this says
Wow.
3,000 puffs and 950 milliamp hours. It doesn't say that you can recharge it or anything.
If it's got 8 mil in it, it would need it.
A 950
With a what?
milliamp hour it would.
Yeah.
3,000
yeah.
puffs.
I thought they looked kind of
But why
cool,
do you want
blingy.
Yeah, but you don't want to. You really don't want to be selling something that looks like those NOS canisters.
And also a lady's gonna have this in a handbag, confuse it with her bullet, and get a nasty surprise.
Or could also be confused by the shape and use it for another purpose.
Yeah, I did immediately think of that. I didn't say it.
As long as there's not a piece of string attached to it, you'll be all right.
Centimeters, you know? No. Yeah, thought they looked kind of cool. It's in Thai, the text in the top. Mayo Voop. I don't know where they're sold, but
Yeah, it's designed to look trendy for people to pick it up when they're in the club.
For kids.
Yeah, and it looks like they've got the flavors they've got have got cooling in them.
Yeah.
if it's Asian, it's default cooling. So
Showing my age, it's very Iron Apple reminiscent. That's just me showing my age.
Bit by bit.
To me, that's hardcore. You know the score.
Naughty, very naughty.
You don't look like a shaman to me.
Marksky's saying we should have Cass on for a Christmas special. He can stick one up his bum.
Interesting.
You know what, Marsky? If you can get one of those, which color should we get? The purple or the gold one?
Purple.
If you get one of those, we'll get him on.
I can't like the far left, the kind of brushed gold look.
No. That's a rose gold, darling.
There you go. Diddy's going to give him a call for you.
But Marsky, maybe hold that thought until the next one.
Okay.
Maybe that's one you would suggest instead.
Oh my lord!
But the next one,
What have you been looking at, Martin?
It caught my
What
attention because it was just purely fucking weird. And I saw this. It's in Italian. It was someone just flashing it in like as a news. I couldn't find anything additional about it, but it's shaped as a bottle, and it's a disposable with 700 milliamps and 6 milliliters of juice. But it's shaped as a bottle.
That's a nice
What the
cigarette,
F?
LED kit, vape, cigarette,
Fork.
700 volt
Yeah, that's probably gonna
milliamp hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've misspelled it. It should be called dump.
Dunk. Yeah. Oh my god.
Enema. You can squeeze that limey juice right.
Yeah.
Actually, you want to switch to that one if we can get one of those ones, and then Christmas special, or I don't know.
Depends. I suppose it depends which way around you want to kind of.
Both ways.
Whoa.
Oh,
No, that is horrific.
that is and too weird.
That would.
And especially if we're and in the countries where they're having the vape bans, Netherlands, Denmark, and all the other countries coming, that's the kind of thing that they're really like trying to push into the media, saying, "Oh, it's attracting
Look at
kids."
this.
This is like purely that kind of thing.
Me showing my ignorance as I always do. Aren't Italy part of the TPD? Do they have their own set of rules?
Yeah.
So, but they
This is just someone writing it in Italy. It's not saying that it's being sold in Italy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was going to say, because the 6 mil.
Yeah, it was basically just someone. Is that? I think that's an Instagram picture, isn't that, channel? Like the heart on the right, isn't that?
Looks like it is.
It does look like it's.
There was someone who posted this picture on Instagram, on Facebook, and they have blurred out the what's in black. So, yeah, it doesn't say which. If there was a currency, maybe we can have an idea on where it's sold. But
To be fair, if I'd have seen that on Instagram, I wouldn't have instantly realised what it was.
No.
No.
Not at all.
No.
But it will. Manchester will have a Wado with that.
Wouldn't they? God, yeah. They'd
Yeah.
be selling it all over
You're
the
looking
shop.
forward to Expo, aren't you guys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When is Expo?
In
May.
next month.
Oh, yeah, May. Yeah, that's right.
Pretty much a month's time. I think 27.
So what we need to do, make sure we get you to media passes. Are you two going?
I'm going, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're going to be getting content for VVRP, but if
Yeah.
you get some video footage as well, that'd be great.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah,
We can.
Chandler's sorting out the passes, aren't you?
Yes.
Just do a segment. What are you vaping on? Just ask people what they're vaping on. Film it.
Yeah, just wonder. That would be quite cool. We'll just wander around Expo and just go, excuse me, and what are you vaping on?
Yeah.
How's your week
Or-
been? What you vaping on?
Or what you could do is you could do like that American guy who goes up to people with expensive cars and asks them what they do for a living.
Yeah.
Do that at a vape show.
I want to do what Rick did. I just want to go up and take a selfie
In video
and
mode.
video it instead.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
have them
thanks to
pose
realise.
like
That was
Yeah.
that's
a fun
so funny.
yeah.
Let me take a selfie.
Yes.
So
Right.
let's do the last one, Mark. I have no idea how this liquid tastes, but
Where have I seen this? Have you posted this somewhere, Martin?
yeah, I put it in our chat. So from something called Alchemia, they have different flavors which are in 60 milliliter normal bottles, which cost 20 euros on the French website. But then they also have this limited edition 200 milliliter
Wow.
in kind of like, and it's in a glass, but you get it in a glass bottle shaped like a heart.
So you're basically paying $30 for the bottle.
No, but you get 200 milliliters
Euros.
instead of 50 milliliters short fill. So you actually get more, but limited
okay.
edition, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, pear, red apple, and salted caramel?
It's like toffee, apple, and pear.
You would buy it just for
Probably.
the fucking bottle, you know?
I'll say now what I said when I saw the picture was it looks like something Link would find in the chest.
Yes.
It's just
And when you quaff it down, it restores your health or something.
yeah, exactly. I've got a funny feeling this probably wouldn't restore your health, but
No.
probably make you change
The
colour.
first time I saw it without looking at the ingredients that are surrounding it, it made me think of Mr. Payne and his gin bottles.
I can see that. I can see that.
So, yeah, that was this week's replacement for Instagram adventures. This time, Facebook adventures.
No. I
Sorry, no coil of the week channel. That's your thing.
Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't do quality.
So, yeah.
Cool. Right. We're doing quite well at this, finishing early malarkey.
Eh? Well, we feel like we've been going ages.
I
What's
know.
going on?
I know.
It's just
But no, we were aiming for an hour and a half show, but it
Yeah.
it tended to drag on that extra half hour. But no, that is us done. This is us out. 3 weeks on the
Marvellous.
trot. You should be impressed.
Yo.
Tune in next week for.
Fab.
For disappointment.
yeah, for 3 people going, yeah, it's working now. Yeah, it's working. No, stop working. Yeah, it's working now.
Oh yeah, next week we're gonna have Chandler hosted, so please bear with us next week.
So
Yes, Jay, we're gonna have Sumich.
So there'll be no title card. There'll be no intro. It'll just be
No.
us appearing on the screen, going, "Yeah, I
We'll
can
just-
see us. I can see us.
No,
I can
we'll
see
just
us."
be holding up. We'll just be holding up photographs with David in the background going. Okay.
But it's gonna be a laugh, so you're gonna have to join in.
It'll be interesting. It'll be
yes.
emotional.
Those of you that want to come in, join us, meet us, have a chat, get sold to by Paul, and all that jazz, feel free. Diddy's off to see Kaz with some lube. Well, Martin, believing as soon as I joined Zoom, you've probably got half an hour out of him, Martin.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to pop the link in. Feel free to come and join us. It's been a pleasure, as always. And we will see you next Tuesday.
Yep, next Tuesday.
Adios, motherfuckers.
Bye.